Hey, I know you don't smoke weed. I know this. But I'm gonna get you high today. Cause it's Friday, you ain't got no job, and you ain't got shit to do.
Well, it's 420 somewhere.
About to start a little puff giving this motherfucker. I don't give a damn how high you get in mine. As long as you let me hit it.
Hey, I know you don't smoke weed. I know this. But I'm gonna get you high today.
What's cracking, Raider Nation? Ah, man. Got a bad loss today, huh? Bad loss today. Could even hear it in my damn voice. But yeah, man, hey. We took the loss. I'm sorry I'm late, man. We were supposed to go in at 1:30 right after the game, but before the game even ended and shit like that, I had to take my dog to the vet real quick. He I don't know what the hell was wrong with him. That fool was breathing weird and shit. So thought he maybe had something caught or something, but yes, he's fine now. But we're back. And just like I said, man, we still gonna do this post game show. Just the ugly showing today, man. Very ugly showing all the way around. I think just from I think we started off, out of the gates pretty good. We came out, scored a touchdown right away. I mean, it was a beautiful drive to start off the game. But just after that, man, it was just downhill. I mean, what else can we say? The game was just fought. I mean, just the Buffalo just took it, man. They went out there, they executed more. They executed, defensively, offensively. They just all the way around. They just kicked our ass, man. I'm gonna start off with the defensive line, man, because even Max Crosby today, man. Today there were, to me, the defensive line was non-existent, man. The defensive line was just the worst part of our defense, and that's hard to say when we got Max Crosby on the defensive line, bro, because he even looked the part. Um, just didn't see nothing, no effort out of the defensive line, or I don't know if it was just no effort or they were just getting punked. But yeah, the whole defensive line as a whole just very underwhelming, very just no pressure, just letting you know pretty much Josh Allen do what the hell he wanted to, just stand back there, just let him pretty much do whatever the hell he wanted to, man. And then the simple fact that too many mistakes, man. When you're driving the ball down and you're throwing interceptions or you're giving them a short field, you know what I mean? When you already have the lead, you know what I mean? It's just everything. Everything just today was just bad, man. You know, I know historically, I know Graham is not a guy who uses blitzes, which is not an excuse. That he needs to find a way to get pressure somehow because obviously his normal defense, his normal packages just ain't fucking working. You know what I mean? And he's got to understand that, he has a defensive line who's just not getting it done. And at that time, I don't understand. You're getting beat. You're getting carved up, and you're not showing them any different looks. You know what I mean? You're not blitzing. You're not showing different defensive schemes, anything like that. It's just very very repetitive. Everything was just like same set, same everything. You know what I mean? Guys in the same lineups and shit. It's just very Josh Allen picked them apart, man. You know what I mean? Just horrible, on the defensive side, man, today. I was one to say last week, I mean, the second half was a lot better, but today, just as a whole, man, everything, I just was bad, man. Just giving up on third downs, just what I mean, not even that many penalties that as to say, bro, just getting beat up all the way around in every facet of the game, just getting beat up, bro. Just it was turnovers. We lost a turnover battle. We lost time of possession battle. We lost just about in every single category you can lose it. You know what I mean? So as far as today, man, Jacobs, wow, man, that guy. I don't know if it's the blocking, if it's the blocking or not, bro. But I don't see too much different from last year's blocking. To be honest, bro, it's just I see less of a dog out there basically in Jacobs. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the late start in training camp. Not playing with that same chip because he got his money. I don't know what it is to be honest, but it could be I think it could accumulation of everything. You know what I mean? Just and then obviously the once the game gets away from you, it's hard to even the defenses are basically just playing with their ears pinned back the whole game after that. You know what I mean? Once you get down to like 28-10 and stuff like that, it's just it was out of reach, man. You know what I mean? And they got him down to basically fourth down again, 4th and 1, and couldn't stop him again, man. You know what I mean? And especially after that stop, you should get momentum. And the first time they stopped them in 4th down, you know what I mean? It just was a waste. You know what I mean? They got one first down and they had to punt right back, which, you know what I mean? After that, Buffalo just was not relinquishing the ball without scoring. And it's just very, very, very demoralizing, man, when you have the leading rusher out there rushing for negative yards. You know what I mean? Just very demoralizing, man, because that's supposed to be your bread and butter of this defense because you know what I mean. You want to get that established to be able to open up the strengths of Jimmy G, like in the play action and stuff like that. And it's just when you got basically a non-existent running game, these are going to be basically the type of results you're going to get, kind of consistently, especially when the defense is playing that way, man. Like last week, you at least seen some pressure here and there, some sacks, some a couple of sacks or whatever. But this week, I just seen uh, no effort from the defensive line, man, including Max Crosby. And that's fucking tough to say because Max Crosby played like shit today. Our star players, the only guy who even showed up today was Devontae Adams. The only guy who showed up today was Devontae Adams. Every single one of our guys who are supposed to be even a pillar on this team were garbage. Garbage. All the way around. So I'm not gonna beat around the bush. It was garbage. You know what I mean? They played like shit. I mean, the only silver lining to this is that, I mean, technically we're still in first place because you had the Chargers lose, and we're the only team still with the only one with the in division win. So technically we're in first place. But this type of game, man, this is a lottery. I mean, this is a lottery. This is a top five. Today's performance was a performance of a top five team picking in the draft, man. A team that's going to be picking in the top five in the draft if they continue to look like that on defense and just like the things that we need that we said that we needed, on this defense from jump. You know what I mean? We need to be opportunistic because we're lacking in some areas, with talent, but no, just no takeaways, man. Like, and then times when we get takeaways, we're shooting ourselves in the foot with penalties. And I know that game was already kind of out of reach. It was 28-10. But you run back one right there, you run a pick six back there or whatever, like you score on that one, you make it 28-17. But like always, you know what I mean? It's something bad happens on when something, when something good basically happens, it's always nullified by a penalty. And that's just was basically like a microcosm of this game, bro. It's just like nothing was going right other than the first drive. We're gonna need to look a lot better. Hopefully, we can get Jacoby back on the field because our number two receivers or anybody other than Da out there was just couldn't get separation. You know what I mean? And the one, you know what I mean. We still got guys out there that are 2 years removed from tying records on this franchise, to getting one catch a game. You know what I mean? It's first catch of the season. So it's just horrible all the way around, man. The tight ends, the offensive line, the defensive line, the linebackers played okay. You know what I mean? I would say the linebackers probably played the best on the defense. With Spillane and Diablo. You know what I mean? They probably played the best on the defense, which was not is not saying much. On the offense, Da. That's about it. That's about it. Shit, man. It's just it was embarrassing today. Today was an embarrassing loss. It was just something that an eye opener. You know what I mean? It might just show us where we're actually at. You know what I mean? The game against Denver. I know Denver is showing a little bit more today, so I know that they scored a lot of points today or something like that. I think they've scored 28 points or something like that, but that's beyond the point, beyond the just beyond, man. I think they're 21, but I mean, in the red zone again, ready to score, but it's just, oh my god, bro. I mean, we have our home opener next week. We definitely cannot look like that. We got the Steelers coming in, looking at a vulnerable team, looking at a team that I think the Buffalo Bills left kind of a blueprint on how to attack us. You know what I mean? And I think it's not that hard. I mean, it's just with the defense. When the defense plays like that, when you ain't got when you ain't got no pressure, bro, it's just that's the way your defense is going to basically play every time. Every time. When you ain't got no pressure, non-existent, bro. I seen Max got pressure one time and they threw a touchdown pass on it. So, I mean, we have to have a short memory. We have to go out there and forget about it. We got to go out there, watch film and forget about it. We have another AFC opponent coming in. You know what I mean? Not a division opponent, but a conference opponent. So we gotta get these wins. This next week is coming up is against the Steelers. You know what I mean? So it's a home opener, Sunday night football, prime time. We can't look that bad, man, because it's we're gonna be on display for the whole nation. You know what I mean? So next week, man, you know what I mean. We have to have a short memory. I mean, technically we're still in first place, like I was saying earlier. You know what I mean? Because of the first week. You know what I mean? We got out to a head start with being the only team that won in our division. Especially with the Chargers losing today to I mean the Chargers ain't looking damn too good either. You know what I mean? So just the way this division is looking, you know what I mean? It's very up there. You know what I mean? The Chiefs are not looking, they're not looking great. I mean, they played very good defensively today, but just offensively, they don't look the same. You know what I mean? They just don't. Buffalo, you've seen. I mean, the Broncos, you've seen that they're vulnerable in areas. You know what I mean? We already got a dub against them. We had the recent history against them. The Chargers are kind of reeling right now, opening up the season. You know what I mean? The 0-2 uh, to a loss to I think a team that's not seemed to do much this year. You know what I mean? One of the bottom teams of the league as well. You know what I mean? In the Titans. So I mean, the AFC West is wide open. You know what I mean? But the way we look today, man, it's just wide open for no reason. I mean, because if we keep playing like that, we're going to be the bottom of the barrel. I mean, I don't care if we did beat the Broncos last week, bro. Like if we play like that, we ain't beating the Broncos again at home. Not even at home. We're not beating no team if we play like that. So I just feel that's today was a it was a bad loss, man. Today was a horrible loss, man, because you had some confidence going into that game. You found a way to win week one, in hostile territory, but that was all for nothing, man. Because not all for nothing, because every win's important in this league, especially a divisional. I mean, especially a conference, let alone division. So I mean, it's obviously, I mean, it's keeping us in first place. So that win wasn't nothing. You know what I mean? Week one, the win didn't mean for nothing because obviously it's we're still on the top of the division as of now. You know what I mean? With a couple of teams, coming in who are kind of reeling as well. I think We got to get right, man. We got to get right fast. The running game has to. I don't know what's wrong with the running game. I don't know what is up with Jacobs. I don't know if it's he's just not staying on his feet after contact. You know what I mean? He's just not the same player. The run blocking is just not the same as well. It's not. I mean, and I'm not gonna blame it totally on that. I think I think it has less to do with that than actually Jacobs because the run defense, the run blocking wasn't as well. I mean, wasn't as good last year either. If you looked at it game by game, if you looked at the film, bro, it was Jacobs breaking tackles, staying on his feet, and and just gaining positive yards. And that's not what's happening in these first two games, bro. Jacobs is getting hit and getting dropped on first contact, not breaking arm tackles, and you know what I mean. The run blocking is struggling, but uh, uh, it wasn't good at times last year either. So I'm not gonna blame this on the offensive line because the I think I mean the offensive line could block better, of course. You know what I mean? They're not they're not fucking going out there and just being gangbusters. Of course not. The offensive line's not playing that great. Of course not. But Josh Jacobs is not the Josh Jacobs we've seen last year right now, bro. He's just not. It's the time that it took him to get into camp and all that shit is just he's looking like Zamir White right now. And that's being fucking nice. That's being fucking nice right now. I know Zamir White only got some trash yards today, some garbage time yards today or whatever. But the way Josh Jacobs is running right now and getting hit and getting knocked down on first contact and not being able to break, tackles, or break arm tackles or whatever, and it's just not any better. He's not looking any better. So the run game, the run blocking might be not exactly to what it was last year, but Josh Jacobs definitely is not what he was last year. Josh Jacobs looks horrible. Not bad, horrible. He doesn't look bad. Let me get that out one more time. He doesn't look bad. He looks fucking horrible. So that, and then along with, you know what I mean, Jimmy G needs to be the guy who takes care of the ball. You know what I mean, and being able to kill him with the way they say, kill him by a thousand blades or whatever. You know what I mean, but it's just death by a thousand cuts, and it's just not. That's not what is happening. You know what I mean? They're getting very. It's getting very like the play calling again. You know what I mean? It's getting very suspect. You know what I mean? It's just overall horrible game, man, all the way around. I can't say anything worse. Fucking Tyree Wilson still looks like he should be on. They should have started off on IR. Probably could have been better because we still probably could have had something to look forward to. At least had something to look forward to still, in week 4, because right now he's looking like, damn, we made a damn mistake. You know what I mean? But obviously we're going to have to give him more time, but he looks bad, man. But they all look bad. Even Max Crosby looked bad today. So I'm not even going to, hold them on that, man, today, because it's just the whole team as a whole just looked embarrassing. Fucking embarrassing. That's basically the only two words those are the only word that you can use to describe the performance today. Embarrassing. I mean, like I said, the only silver lining is we're moving into next week, you know what I mean, into a finally opening up, our stadium this year, you know what I mean, against a team that, struggled last week. They still have to play this week. I mean, I would say, that they're gonna play on a short week too, but you seen that didn't matter that didn't matter to Buffalo this week, you know what I mean? And we kind of I thought that would matter, but it just didn't, bro. It just the 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 defense didn't come out. The defense didn't come out ready. The defense just came out flat. Um, I don't know if it's flat or if it's just a lack of personnel. But damn man. So let's just fucking hope that we get it together this week. Hopefully if the coaching staff lights a fire under this fucking team's ass. You know what I mean? Because somebody needs to. This performance was embarrassing all the way around. Jimmy G showed that today he gave his critics, ammo. He gave his critics fuel. He gave his critics, that the ammo to be like, that you need that everybody around you working at 100% with no mistakes. So it's just Jimmy G needs to step it up, of course, next week. The whole team, the coaching staff, everybody. You know what I mean? It's just no excuses, man. It was just the whole team played like shit today. The whole team played like shit today. So I don't know, man. The only thing I would probably say like that gets me upset is like you already see people out there that you didn't see last week. You know what I mean? After we won the game, you know what I mean? After we won the game, you didn't see them out there. You know what I mean? Right after the game, you didn't see them making no headlines. You didn't see them saying anything. But as soon as they come out and they lose, they're the first ones on shows. They're the first ones on showing up on making going live. Going this that. So I just it's a little head scratcher. You know what I mean? Because they're supposed to that I mean I understand, calling out the team or whatever like that, but just waiting just waiting on the opportunity for when they actually fail and not, you know, coming out when they win or downplaying the win. It's just a bunch of bullshit. You know what I mean? So I just think that's what it is. It's just that's the only thing I would probably be I probably would criticize. I mean, guys. I mean, from the okay, on the internet, but that's what they're gonna do. And the trolls will be trolls. You know what I mean? They'll come out. They're waiting for this opportunity. So let them have their moment, I guess, this week. But I mean, we just gotta have a short memory, man. Short memory. Let's go out there and get it. Let's go out there and get it this week in practice. Let's go out there and and just play with some pride next week, man. Play with some pride. You're opening up your stadium. You're gonna be, at home. It's your home opener. You got 4 games in a row here where what I mean. I think very very winnable games. You know what I mean. You got and 3 of them are at home. One of them is in LA. So you got 4 games here where you got to make up for this embarrassing loss, man. You got to make up for this embarrassing loss. This shit. You gotta put this behind you, and you gotta just that's it, man. Just a short memory. Short memory. Let's go out there and hopefully we can get Jacoby back on the field because we for sure missed him today. You know what I mean? And hopefully we can. I don't know if I just think next week if you see Josh Jacobs starting off that way, you gotta alternate, bro. Because I mean, shit. Hold on. Right there. I don't know. Hold on. He's hurting again. He hurt himself again. I think. Hold on, guys. about. I don't know how if this is what's going on behind the scenes with with Chandler or anything like that, man. But I mean, yeah, if that's true, I mean, yeah, let's get him the fuck out of here. Because if he is defending somebody like that, for sure, let's get him the fuck out of here. Because I can't stand the motherfucking pedophile, bro. So if he's for sure, I mean, if that has any truth to it, let's get him the fuck out of being a fucking owner. I mean, I have nothing against Mark Davis, nothing that he's done, prior to this shit. I'm not gonna, I'm not holding that against him. But if he is, for any chance, if that has any inclination of truth to it, I hope the fucking NFL gets him the fuck out of here. And I mean, for sure, bro, because I can't fucking stand pedophiles. I hope I hope they motherfucking, to be honest, I hope they cut the motherfuckers, whatever off. You know what I mean? Let them bleed out. I don't give a fuck. Let them bleed out in the motherfucking middle of the street. I don't give a fuck. Him and Mark. If Mark is the one defending him, he can bleed out in the motherfucking street too. So just if that has any truth to it, bro, that for sure. If not, I mean, then fucking, I mean, then and if not, and they're bringing up accusations of it, and it's not true, then that has some real fucking repercussions, because then they should fucking really look into fucking Chandler Jones fucking for detrimental thing. But so it's now it's on two sides, bro. So it's um that this is gonna be interesting, you know what I mean, with the future events with that shit now, because if that's true, damn. But as far as the game, man, it was horrible. I mean, I don't want to mention I don't want to even elaborate on this anymore. I mean, if it's true, that's what I said, bro. You know what I mean? That goes. But if not, I mean, I'm gonna wait till there's more facts about it, because what I mean, there is something. It looks like something may be happening behind the scenes, but also again, you know what I mean. Nothing has been said. Everything's been quiet, and it's just, I think a real man would already have said that, because Chandler Jones too. If Chandler Jones has this information and hasn't said it because he's supposedly holding information because he wants to play, then he could fucking bleed out too, because that means he has information about, he knows who the fucking pedophile is too. If this is all true, so if it's Chandler Jones is holding out because he wants to play and not say nothing, he could fucking bleed out too. I don't give a fuck. So all of them motherfuckers can fucking eat a fucking fat motherfucking one. I don't give a fuck if that any of that's true. So if that's true, bro, it doesn't make Chandler look any damn good. That's for sure. Because if he knows that shit and he hasn't fucking said it, I would have said it since the fucking day I found out. Not fucking be beating around the bush around the on Twitter's, not beating around the bush saying, "Oh, let me play and I won't say nothing." Now get the fuck out of here. You're just as fucking guilty as him, bitch. So I mean, there's nobody fucking really innocent in that fucking case. If it has any truth to it. So it's just I mean, I don't even want to get into that though until I hear anything actual, so I hear any actual shit, to it. So actual truth to it. So just as far as next week, man, we gotta have a fucking short memory. You gotta go out there and you gotta the defense. I think we have to make major changes in the middle. I don't give a fuck if you have to start the rookies. They can't put a worse effort out there than those fucking guys that played today. They can't put a worse effort than Nichols. They can't put a worse effort than Jenkins. I'm telling you that right now. They will not put a worse effort than them, bro. That was non-existent. The defensive line was non-existent today. Non-existent. So as far as fucking them going with those guys one more week, Bilal or fucking Tillery or just the guys that played today. Get them out of here. Let them ride the bench. Let's put in Nesta J. Silvera. Let's put in Byron Young. Let's give some guys a chance, bro, because this shit was pathetic. Embarrassing. Letting your trolls come out and just talk. Just talk. And it's just giving them fuel to talk, bro. Just giving all these trolls fuel to talk, bro. They were just waiting for this opportunity. And you gave it to them early. And you gave it to them ugly, too, because this one was fucking embarrassing. So, Kuntz, Tyree, Max is gonna be safe, of course, because he's the guy, whatever. But he played just like them today. So, as far as next week, he needs to fucking redeem himself. I give a fuck if he's played every other game well. He played like shit today. 98 played like fucking shit today. Didn't look like no fucking captain out there. Nobody looked like a fucking captain out there, other than Devontae Adams and maybe fucking Marcus Epps. He looked like he was trying out there. Spillane on a couple of plays, but he got fucking pancaked. I seen his ass get pancaked even on one, but it's just weak, man. The whole team looked weak. Tyree looked weak. The whole line looked weak. So, I mean, I'm not just Tyree, bro. The whole fucking line looked weak. Max didn't look any better than Tyree today. Put it that way. The Bills tackle is pretty good, though. Just read that sentence, though. The Bills right tackle was pretty good, though. What do we expect out of Max, though? We expect to be great. So pretty good shouldn't be having you look like that. Pretty good shouldn't having you look like a rookie out there. Because he looked like shit. So it's just fuck, man. It's just bad, man. Bad play calling. I thought it was just bad play calling. Bad just when we finally would get them into situations where on third down, couldn't stop them. They were picking up third downs like crazy. Fourth down, we stopped them once, but couldn't do it again. You know what I mean? That touchdown, I think right there put it out of reach once they got that second one, the Gabe Davis touchdown, where the only time that fucking Max Crosby got pressure, you know what I mean? Josh Allen rolls out because nobody keeps contained because Max is so fucking undisciplined, when he starts going in, and then the linebackers just have they never fucking are backing him up, you know what I mean? And just with that outside contain, it's just, it seems like every time a quarterback rolls out, they're gonna get a first down or a big play, a touchdown, something, bro. Like when a quarterback rolls out, it's like our kryptonite. I don't know what the fuck happens, bro. It's just like we can't cover anymore. We can't get to him. You know what I mean? And it's just and we never have outside containment. So it's just I don't know what we have to do to fix that. Patrick Graham needs to start. I don't know what the fuck. He needs to start changing his philosophy, man, because this bullshit on being a defensive coordinator who doesn't use the blitz much. Well, you know what? You're gonna have to start using it with this defense because this defense needs to start getting pressures and just tackles for loss. Anything. Just start breaking up plays. Just start disrupting plays before they get started because it's just you're not getting it with this front four. You're not getting it with this front four. Took a fucking we took 3 steps back today, I think, man, in our and that win that we supposedly learned how to win late today. Kind of just brought us back to square one, man. Here we are. You know what I mean? It's I think the only positive thing is that now we start like a clean slate. I mean, it's we're 0-0 basically. We're 1-1, but you know what I mean, still starting off in first place. We haven't. We're lucky that other teams in our division have lost as well. You know what I mean? Haven't had the chance. None of the teams are 2-0, so we're still starting off pretty much. This next week at home. Our home opener with, you know, technically in first place. So we got to put this bet behind us, man, and just go out there and show our anger and show our fucking, show the real what the real talent that you have, man. Show. Max got to show that was an anomaly, man. Max got to show that this was an anomaly game where, you know what I mean? He just, I don't know if he wasn't feeling it today, if he was under the weather. I don't know what it was, bro. I don't know. I'm not going to give him an excuse. I don't know what it was. He played like shit. That just downright played like shit. Tyree needs to, I don't know what he needs to do, man, but he needs to go. Man, to be honest, man, I just don't, he's not ready. He's just not ready. And it's kind of looking fucked up right now because with the amount of money that we had on free agency and stuff like that to spend, we needed a hit on our first round pick, man, because we had limited money to go out and get, big names in free agency. So we really needed a hit on our second first round picks and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Especially when they're in the top 10. And right now it's just not looking like that. Mayer, you know what I mean? And Tyree, bro, are just looking bad. Bad. One catch from Mayer, you know what I mean? One catch in 2 games, I think it is. Tyree has like 2 tackles in 2 games. You know what I mean? No pressures. It's just missing tackles. You know what I mean? Just like, it's just horrible, man. It's just we need to step it up this week, man, and we need to show that we're not that team. We are not the team that we seen in Buffalo today. We got to play better next week. We got to establish the run. I mean, we've been saying that shit. It's like a broken fucking record. But I think next week, if Josh Jacobs doesn't have it early, man, you got to start rotating him. I'm not saying, completely take him out of the game plan, but you got to start rotating these guys earlier. You got to start getting, fresher legs in there because Josh Jacobs just does not look like Josh Jacobs right now, man. And I don't know if it's going to take some more time, but as of right now, you know what I mean? You got to start, alternating dudes when you start off the game struggling like that. So as far as that, I mean, that's all pretty much I have to say right now, man. It's just overall, horrible game. Jimmy G struggled a lot today. You know what I mean? Gave opportunities, and that's just not his game. We're not built to come from behind. We're built to, be a bend but don't break defense. But today we were just breaking all the way around, man. We're just letting up every time they got to the red zone. It looks like they were gonna just punch it in no matter what. You know what I mean? They weren't afraid of going for it on 4th down or 3rd down and short or anything like that. They were just we put no fear into them. The defense just was very underwhelming today, and I just gotta we gotta wait till next week, man. It's gotta be a better practice week. It's gotta be a better by the coaches, you know what I mean, all the way around. But it's gonna be a long week, man. But I'll tell you one thing: if we play like this again, we will get wiped out by Pittsburgh next week. If we play like this again, we will get wiped out by Pittsburgh next week, bro. So it's up to Max and the leaders on this team, man. Max, Josh, DA, Jimmy G, fucking all of these dudes, just we gotta get together, man, and just we gotta call it what it is, and we gotta fucking call out everybody. hold everybody accountable for today, man. Everybody, hold yourself accountable. Hold everybody accountable in that fucking locker room. Hold the hold the coaches accountable. It doesn't have to be fucking. It doesn't have to be public, but hold the fucking coaches accountable. Every single person in that locker room has to be held accountable today, because everybody played like shit. Even the guys that I mentioned that maybe played good today, hold them motherfuckers accountable because they should be playing even better. So other than that, man, I really have fucking really nothing else to say. We have a big week coming up this week. Uh, another conference game, another conference game against a team who a lot of people expect to kind of be there. You know, in the end, you know, one of those fringe teams, you know, fringe playoff teams. So just we got to for sure play better, man. We gotta these are the games that we gotta get. You know what I mean? These are the important ones. The in conference games. You know what I mean? Getting these games against these type of guys are vital, man. Are vital because they're gonna play big time roles at the end of the year, man. Because now there's 7 teams that are allowed into the playoffs. You know, there's a lot of teams that are good in the AFC. So you know what I mean. There's gonna be a lot of teams that are on that verge of making that last playoff spot or whatever. So these are the type of wins that you have to get. I mean, you know, the Buffalo one, you know what I mean? And that's already gone. You know what I mean? We gotta kind of forget about that one and turn our focus to Pittsburgh and just go out and get this one, man. Go out and just the way that the Buffalo came out and you know, showed you guys up, you know what I mean? Just basically punched you in the mouth. You gotta go out there and do the same. You got to go out there and do the same to Pittsburgh, man. You got to go out there and punch them in the mouth. You got to go out there and be physical. Show your team that and show yourselves. You know what I mean? That you guys can that are better than this. You know what I mean? And just next week, man, it's gonna be a very physical game because that's just the way you know. It's a very well coached team. You know, in Pittsburgh, very physical team. So we're gonna see how they come out. You know, tomorrow. You know, they're playing a divisional game too. So it's gonna be a big game next week, man. Already, you know, week 3. But I mean, do I have confidence we could pull it off? Yes, I do. I do have confidence we could pull it off. I just think that we underperformed today. I think we might have went in there. I mean, I was the first one to say that you know, it's good that we're going in there with confidence, but I just think that they might have not been with confidence. They might have got ahead, you know, too ahead of themselves, and didn't, you know, weren't humble. They got humbled today. So maybe a little humble pie will help, man. You know, but this week we got to go out there and get it back, and just you know turn the page and just start looking forward to you know our next opponent. And the Raiders, man, it's always gonna be Raiders, man. It's gonna be the Raider Nation, man. We're still in this shit. I mean, I know there's some people who've seen today's game and probably think that that's gonna be us, but that's basically what we are. But I don't believe in that. You know, I don't believe it. I don't believe that for one second. I believe that we're gonna come back and we're going to we're gonna play better next week, man. We're gonna play better next week, and we're gonna are we gonna get the win? To be honest, after today's win, I really want to see how you know what I mean, what comes out of this week. You know what I mean? Is Jacoby gonna come out? Still the you know I think Da will be all right, but we still got to see that. You know, hopefully Josh Jacobs could perform better. You know what I mean? Because he's looking like a backup running back right now. You know what I mean? He's not looking any better than Zeus. So all of that, man. But the thing with that is that I don't think that's gonna last. So um yeah, man. I'm just out of words basically now, man. It's the same shit. Just pissed off, upset, every fucking mad word in the fucking frustrated. I know the Chargers lost. I mean the Broncos are losing right now, so just we'll still be right there and everything like that. But yeah, man, it's the bad loss all the way around. For all you haters, man, just let's have that same energy though when we win too, though. You know what I mean? Come out on lives and do your proper lives, do your guys' lives or whatever when we win too. You know what I mean? Just don't come out and say like I told you guys so when we're losing. You know what I mean? Just keep that same energy all the time. I'm keeping that same energy right now too, man. We played like shit. I'm calling out my team. We played like motherfucking shit. We're embarrassed. It was embarrassing. All those words. Horrible. Jimmy G looked like shit. Josh Jacobs looked like shit. The coaching looked like shit. The organization looked like shit today. With the news that's coming out, with the rumors that are coming out. Just everything was shit today. So Raider Nation, Raiders organization, everybody, man. We all have to be better, man. Everybody. I just think everybody as a nation, as an organization, everybody. We all got to be better, man. You know what I mean? Not come out and bash our team when they lose, when like only when they lose, you know what I mean? Come out and be supportive when they win as well, too. You know what I mean? Don't just be waiting lurking in the shadows just to be like I told you so. You know what I mean? It's just it's just fake to me, man. It's just it's fake to me. That's all it is. But as for the Raiders, man, damn. That's all I can say, man. But win, lose, or tie, like we said, man. Raiders till we die, right? Raider Nation. It's always us, man. So it always seems like something's going wrong. But I'm gonna go out on a limb, man, and I'm gonna say we go out there and we're gonna get it, man. We're gonna go out there and get this one next week, man. We're gonna go out there and I think we're gonna use this as fuel for next week, man. We're gonna go out there and use this as fuel because it was embarrassing. So it's just bounce back week 3. Forget about this, and you get a win. You're right back You're right back in the same boat as you were in week 1, with just less weeks left in the season, and you put yourself in a good position, man. You get yourself right back into first place. You know what I mean, with the win next week. So um, let's go out there and just execute this week, man. Let's have a good week of practice. Let's shake that off. Let's hold guys accountable, and let's just be better. Be better as an organization, as everything, man. As a fan base, everything. Next week we gotta go as fans too. Next week we gotta go out there and we gotta go show our support, man. Who cares if we lost this way, man? It's our home opener. We can't go out there and into Vegas, man, and be like and just let just away crowd after away crowd just take over our stadium. You know what I mean? That's not normal for Raider Nation. You know what I mean? This is our home opener. We got to go out there and just help our team out. You know what I mean? Be that 12th man out there. You know what I mean? Be that be that be that home field advantage for our team, man. Just we got to go out there. Just a fan base. That's what I'm saying. Our fan base, our organization, everybody has to be better this week. We got to go out there and we got to rebound and let's go get this one, man. We got. I think there's a real good chance that we could go out there and get this one this week and just put this shit behind us, and you know what I mean, and just at the end of the day we could look back at this loss and just be like, you know what I mean, it was a learning process. It was just like a learning step, basically. You know what I mean, a step. You know what I mean, a step to getting better. You know what I mean. But as That's basically all I have, man, right now. So we just got to be better next week. And Raiders, man, Raider Nation, let's keep our head up. I think we will be better next week. We're gonna let's go have a week of practice, and no matter what, man, you know what I mean. It's Raiders always, man. So Raider Nation for life. I'm still gonna be yelling Raiders every fucking day of my life, man. So I don't give a fuck if we lost or won or anything, man. It's always gonna be Raiders. And remember, guys, we still in first place. So don't worry about that. You know, we still in first place. No matter what, no matter how we lost today, we still in first place. We're the only team with a division win. So let's just take that to the bank. So on that note, guys, you guys have a great rest of your Sunday. I know, it's probably gonna be a bad week this week, but you know what I mean? Just like I was saying earlier, let's get that out of our mind. Let's move our focus into next week. And let's go get this dub, man. That's about it. Raider Nation, we out.
Hey, I know you don't smoke weed. I know this. But I'm gonna get you high today. Cause it's Friday, you ain't got no job, and you ain't got shit to do.
Was 420 somewhere.
About to start a little puff giving this mother.